Hi YouTube, I'm Matt and I react to comedians or comedy sketches that I've never seen before. My lolometer down here in the corner is going to count every time that I laugh out loud during this video. This time around I'm watching a comedian called Fern Brady. I've never heard of her before, so let's see if she's any good.
This is so much nicer than most gigs ever do. I mean, in Scotland, it's still illegal for women to do this job. So when I started comedy, I used to walk on stage on a Friday night. It would be all stag parties. And I would say people would work out I was a woman very early on. And I could see the disappointment in their faces. I would walk on stage and all the guys would just fold their arms, devastated, as if to go, why is the stripper talking? I went to Belfast for a gig. Now, I love going to Northern Ireland because as a young person, it's the only way I can truly experience what the 70s was like. And I got a taxi to the show, and the taxi driver asked what my job was. I stupidly told the truth. I said, I'm a comedian, and he went, a female comedian? I was like, yes, I'm aware they're illegal here too, in the state of Gilead. Then he said, the funny thing is in Northern Ireland, all our females are comedians. I was like, I know, mate. My favourite one is the character act you have in your country who appears to be a butch lesbian masquerading as a straight woman in charge of the DUP, the most homophobic political party in the UK. I mean, Jesus Christ, Arlene, come out already. If you don't know who the DUP are, they're a Northern Irish political party. They hate women and gay people, yet they're run by a stone butch lesbian who doesn't seem to know it yet. And gay marriage is illegal in Northern Ireland, and the DUP support this, and they always come out with fictional reasons against it, because you can never say the real reason you're homophobic, which is always, I really want to try gay sex. Because all vocal homophobes are gay in the end. It's just a waiting game. Vladimir Putin, biding my time for that one. Now, I've been doing material on Arlene Foster and the DUP being homophobic, and the DUP found out about it. And the way I found out about this was there was a newspaper story with the headline, DUP demand apology from comedian over gay jibes. They meant me. My first scandal in comedy, a big moment for any young comedian. Now, my agent, who I've said I'd be on good behaviour for, he was like, do not go on social media and say anything to the DUP. Stay off Twitter and Facebook. I was like, Chris, can I have one tweet? Just one tweet. He went, fine, you can have one tweet. I went on Twitter. I was like, I will apologise to Arlene Foster as soon as she licks my vag and looks disgusted. His source, I'll say no more, I'm a very private person. Really annoyed me though, because the way I found out about the story was a guy tweeted me. A guy had read my stand-up routine in the newspaper, always the best way to experience live comedy. And he tweeted me saying, how dare you say Arlene is gay just because she's a homophobe? Butch lesbians are never a punchline. Stay in your fucking lane. Presumably meaning the heterosexual lane. Well, I'd been saving this up for some time. I said, mate, if I hate butch lesbians, someone needs to tell all the butch lesbians I've dated, because I'm a bisexual. Game, set, and match. I hate saying I'm a bisexual, right? Because I know people either hate us or they don't believe in us, but I love winning arguments on Twitter. So that was how I came out as a bisexual. If you think about it, this is how I'm coming out as a bisexual to my parents on television. Sorry, Mum and Dad. That's sweet of you, man, because it's rubbish being bisexual. We're the worst kind of sexual, because the nature of being bisexual is people don't believe in you. Like, when you're dating a man, people think you're straight. When you're dating a woman, people think you're a lesbian. And I can't beat this guy. See, when this guy on Twitter said, you're not part of the LGBT community, I actually thought, God, maybe I do hate gay people. And I had to go, No, Fern, because you had gay sex that time with that woman, and gay sex that other time with that woman, and very gay sex that time with the two women that made you feed their Rottweilers the next day. Which isn't a euphemism, by the way. But I can't beat this guy on Twitter because he had a go at me. Because I go out with a guy now, and you can never be demonstratively bisexual in a monogamous relationship unless I have a three-way, which I'm not doing with the guy I go out with now. He'd only embarrass me. Will you please stop crying? Put the kettle on or something. And my boyfriend likes to play devil's advocate with me over the bi thing. He was like, oh, well, a lot of people don't like bisexuals because they think you're going to leave for someone of the opposite gender. And I was like, I have news for you, pal. Everyone leaves in the end, whether it's for a man or a woman or the sweet embrace of death. All love dies in the end. My boyfriend went, it was a phase. What, dating women was a phase. You know it was a phase. You're with me now. I'm like, bitch, I pumped more women than you, which wouldn't be hard given you're an Irish man, you virgin. I only go out with Irish guys, right? I sometimes do a Narva. Oh, they're great, aren't they? Sometimes do Northern Irish as a palate cleanser, but it's not the same. Because I love how dirty their accents are, but once you get them in bed, they're all, what's going on, miss? Oh. Just like farmers in a porno or something. They've got this sexual purity about them that is mwah. I was pumping this Irish guy once, and he started coming out with all this dirty talk, and I was like, ugh, this one's broken. That was so distasteful. The flip side of that innocence is they can be very misogynistic. And the last time I was in Northern Ireland, I was with a female friend, and this drunk guy, for no reason, catcalled us. And he shouted at us, I'd shag you up the arse, and I'd shag her up the arse. And I was so offended, but then I thought, oh yeah, you'd have to in Northern Ireland, because you still don't have legal abortion. To it in this country. In Northern Ireland, they just have to pretend they love boat trips to Liverpool forever. What's that, Jenny? Off to Liverpool again? 4th time this year. Just love the Beatles Museum. Anyway, guys, you've been amazing. I've been Fern Brady. Good night.
Fern Brady. There's some funny moments there. I enjoyed some parts of that, and some of it was a little bit too political for my liking. I don't know how old that clip was that I watched, whether she's done any newer stuff since, but overall it wasn't really to my taste. But if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it, drop a comment below, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so, and I'll see you next time.